Hello.
Hello everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
It's been a while. Hopefully you can all hear us okay. It's been too long. It's been what, 3 weeks now or something since the last stream.
4 weeks? No, 4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 weeks. So it's been a while, but I hope you guys haven't missed us too much. We're back with another excited Transformers Surfer stream. Let's start by doing some hellos. So I'm gonna do Twitch. Hello, Devil's Fan, Mystic 1TA, Scottera, Aragorn, Darth Tyler, Optimus, Rodimus, I am Warpath, Jake Boy, Cornell, Skinny33, and all the other people in Twitch.
Joining us today on YouTube, there is Ulstar, Fitz, Dam, Ultimate Destro, Royce Phelps. We have Prashant Pradam, Fitz 19, SG Soundwave, Erosan Deadpool, hello to Lou Bov, Light Dragon. Joining us as well, hello to Dagnus 87, Greg Pettigrew, Bruticus, Chris Lewis. Am I missing someone? Yeah, hello to Lefteris Kofas, Sonic the Hedgehog, Sean Pye, Robin Armstrong. It was the 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
Yeah, yesterday I think, or today, I don't remember. GC Miz, John Gross, A Young, Anime Kick TV, hello to Celeste Pram, and Free Time Creation.
Nice. And from Facebook, some of our friends joining the stream: Leon Ken, Gianni Olensky, Eric Spradlin, Jonathan Thomas, JJ Zapata, Aaron Hayes McCormack, Alan Pfeiffer, Paul Dennis, Runaway Gaming, that's a cool name, Mitat Khan Yilmaz, Steven Sith, and many others joining for the stream of today.
Cool. Okay. So today, what's in the agenda? So we're gonna be going through the event, the Rat Race event. We're going to be showing the new combat bots. We're gonna be showing some new cores too. Especially the Transmetal cores, which is gonna be coming in for the Biscos characters. We'll do some Q&A. Probably will show some Titan stuff, so some new stuff. We'll be working on that and what the progress is on this, more questions, and so some other cool things happening in the game or from people that are close to us. So yeah, lots of things to go through. Let's go through to the event.
Yeah, so yeah, we can see the event Rat Race because there is some race towards something very special in the game. You will see in the dialogues. And about the event, it's an Alliance tournament. It's a usual Prime Core event where you can get up to 3,000 Prime Core shards. That's the good reward, let's say. Because with these Prime Core shards, you can exchange them for Prime Cores that, if you don't remember, or maybe you are new into the game, they are very powerful power cores that you can equip to your bots. They are themed as the 12 primes, I think it was. And if you have them all, you can exchange them for G1, for G-Metal power cores. Talking about G-Metal power cores, it's also one of the rewards, also 6 gold power core chips, and the usual 4-star shards, 3-star shards, and premium crystal shards. Actually, some people was asking why 1,050 shard, or not why 1,000, or why this odd number, right? It's because if we can see the setup, Fabian, you can see that some of the rewards just double, especially on these shards. So we start with 150 4-star shards, then you get 300, and then you get 600. So this setup is, and because it's an alliance tournament with no prestigious, it just increases the rewards as you go further on the event. And the usual total spark crystals for those who want to just play more over the weekend or grind some XP. It's a triple XP, so still good amount of XP and a good amount of rewards. As you can see, yeah, a bit of everything this time. Power cores, shards, spark, and prime shards.
Cool. Nice stuff as always. What's next? Dialogue?
Time.
Yeah, dialogue.
The best, the favorite part of everyone.
Introducing Rattrap to the story. You came, good.
As soon as we heard. What's the situation, Tiger Hawk?
In a word, Optimus Primal, perplexing.
I see what you mean. Megatron and Waspinator trapped in a web of tarantulas making. And Megatron.
Oh my god, that word. Uncharacteristically sanguine about the whole thing.
This is more than I thought. Don't you see?
Honestly, Black Arachnia, no. This is labyrinthine even by the author usual standards.
Megatron allowed himself to be caught. The golden disc. He's known that Tarantulas was planning all along. And how catastrophically spinnered up it's going to go. Whatever the fallout, he wants it. Full blast. We must get in there and stop the transwar blast.
How? Tarantula's lair is chock full of nasty surprises.
Nasty surprises with a Vogue-Tech twist. One false step and no level of standard issue armor will protect you. What you need.
Hey, look out! She's got some kind of weapon there.
What? Get off me, vermin!
Rattrap? Oh no, not you.
Nice to see you too, Chopper Breath.
I said off!
Ew! She bite me!
And I didn't know where you've been. In fact, I do, and that makes it worse. Rattrap, how did you get here?
Silverbolt kind of squeezed me into his luggage before he set off. I'm supposed to be ferreting out Transmetal to Dinobot for him, but, well, it looked like you need my help.
We do. I have to get into that base. Preferably without getting trussed up like a prize fly.
Piece of cake. I'm trap being built, I can't sniff my way around.
Nevertheless, you need this. It's not a weapon, Swear Scrouger. It's a transmetalizer.
A what? No, thank you. Point it at him.
Do it, Black Arachnia. The rest of you start looking for the golden disc. Megatron will have it somewhere close at hand. Beginning transmetalizing process now.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
Oh, I'm changing.
So, my anxious fellow traveler has defied us. I should have known better.
No matter. If Primal's right and the golden disc is here, then it's as good as ours.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, that was a long one.
That was
That
a
was a
long one.
long one, and I think when you started with Black Arachnia voice, you didn't know it would be. You had to commit for so long.
No, that's okay. That's not even a high, really high. I had to change between the characters. That made it even more fun. So yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of like Beast tropes going on that Simon added to the story. Like it introduces like Rattrap that's gonna like help the different bots to get into Tarantula's base. The mention of Golden Disc, Transmetalizer. So yeah, it's
there's a
going
lot
like
of
full on
elements
Beast Wars.
coming in. One of the questions I guess people are having is like, why Rattrap is combat bot? A lot of people are gonna ask it. For us, like combat bots are still the characters. There's a story, but this is for us a chance of integrating characters that we might not have a chance to put in, especially like Rattrap because he's a bit smaller than other guys, will fit the kind of the lore of the companion in the battle. But his character, he's like gonna be a full presence in the story, and considering we're gonna be doing quite a lot of Beast Wars this year, like it gets to a point where it probably would not have arrived at all in the game if we didn't integrate him as that, which is why we decided to get Rattrap in as a combat bot. He's still a character though, he still have a characterization, he's still gonna be in the story, and he's a cool character to integrate, but you can only do so many Beast characters a year without everyone else get fed up, so that's why he's a combat bot to the people that are gonna be asked it. Yeah, he's still gonna play a big role in the story, and he's still an important character. We're not gonna devalue him. Combat bots are still important for us.
Yeah, they are, and also like the thing is like there has been some characters in combos that like people don't remember as much, but there will also be some like important characters,
Yeah.
and we just want to make sure like. And also there was a good argument of somebody that would say, you know, like we wanted to make him a good combat bot because he's like an iconic character, and like that way, it's maybe more probable he's gonna make it to your best squad than if it was just like a regular character. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, definitely we wanted to make it a good combat bot, and I hope we managed.
Shall we show him then in the showroom?
Yeah. So in the showroom, it's going to show us a rat. This is the way it's going to be displayed in battle as well. So here it goes. I could have shown the equip process as well. But yeah, it's already here on Afterbreaker.
The quick process is pretty simple for him anyway.
What?
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry.
It's equip.
Squeak.
Squeak.
That's him, and his opposite number is Vertebreak. So yeah, some people have said that like they didn't really know Vertebreak. He's kind of a new character, isn't it?
Yeah, he's I think part of Kingdom, or I think he's gonna be joining the lore really quick. He's a bit different though in Kingdom. I think he's kind of a new kind of a body armor slash weapons kind of weaponizer kind of character that Hasbro is bringing up. So
yeah, so it might not be like as famous as Rattrap as of now, but he's definitely going to play a part in the next series. So
Fabian, can you actually reshare but optimize for streaming? I don't know if you've done that.
No, probably not.
Because people are saying it's lagging, and yeah, it is actually lagging on the Zoom. So I assume it's because of that.
Yeah, it should be better now.
Let's see.
Yep.
Let's have another look at Rattrap then.
Yeah, it's a bit better now. Yeah, fossilizers. Thanks, Jora Boy. That's the name I was looking for.
Cool. So yeah, I wanted to say we spent quite a lot of time back and forth with the playtester on this one. there was some like not so good idea at the beginning, and we started building on it, and I think we get to something that's quite good now. We can demonstrate it. Oh, I should have read what they do first. So they are compatible bots. That means that, as per usual, they will be deployed a few seconds after the bot they are attached. And similarly to Stripes and Glit, they are sort of support bot for the bot they are equipped for. So what they do is like they're going to beam some sort of protection to the bot that will make them immune to EMP and stun and hack. EMP, stun and hack. And then so that was the initial idea, but the thing was like, oh yeah, why would I use that when like, you know, I could have a combat bot that's going to do some damage. So what we did after that, I'm giving you the whole process. It's just like they were then doing damage to defenses around, but that was not really cool doing from Rattrap. So we did some sort of an explosion that's happening on the bot that is equipped. So if you equip it to, for example, trial here, you can see after a little while, they will pop here, and they will just like giving this kind of protection against like EMP, but also what they do is like every 3 seconds, this protection will sort of explode and deal some damage in the area. So as you can see here, I should probably change that challenge battle. It is more efficient to equip it, for example, to a melee bot, because the melee bot is going to go into defenses, and so the AoE around the melee bot is going to be closer to the defenses themselves. So that would be a better things to do, probably. I should probably restart this battle. So I placed a little mine just over there, but it's not going there, so I'm just going to restart.
I mean, this is going to be a good counter to bots like Chromia and other bots that actually have long stun.
Yeah, there is this. What we did as well is we made sure it was working really well when attached to the outpost. So when you attach it to the outpost, when we tried it at the beginning as well, it's just like, you know, the bot will go out and then the combat will go out, and it was a few seconds later, and the outpost was already stunned. So we kind of like improved it, and now as soon as the outpost goes out, it's already immune. So it's really quite efficient if you put Rattrap on the bot that is in your outpost. It's going to work pretty well. I'm doing the same mistake.
Maybe deploy everyone.
Yes, so you'll be able to try them as well. Is it there?
Yeah, he's died.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, about that as well. So Rattrap also has the protection against ET and stuns. So if he walks behind the bot and like, you know, there's something that's supposed to stun him, it's not gonna interrupt his beam of immunity behind the bot that is equipped to. Sorry, it's a little bit hard to demonstrate, but it was quite efficient. Yeah, like when we try it in the playtest, yeah, it's quite effective if you equip it to like a melee bot that has like a high amount of DPS, because obviously the DPS that is done by the explosion is based on the DPS of the bot that equipped. And I think I froze.
Cool. See if he has any questions in the meantime. You seen anything, Hyro?
Well, not really. Some question about the highest star. So as with any other combat characters, you can get them up to 5 stars. It will be on the 5-star crystal on rotation over time. Yeah, so they will follow the same system like any other core.
In terms of difference between the star rating for Rattrap and Vertebreak, like other companion, their health and DPS scales up depending on the star rating, but also the percentage of damage done by the explosion is higher for the 5-star than it is for the 4-star and it is for the 3-star. But yeah, the challenge battle should already be out. I might just change it to have Rattrap equipped on the mid. That's going to be a bit more effective, so you can try it in the best condition.
Yeah, so definitely worth it. Definitely interesting bot. Um,
It is one of the best. Like we were hoping to create one of the best combat bots with Rattrap and Vertebreak. So, but one of the best companion bots. So let us know if you think the same. Or I'm curious to hear what you think.
awesome. Trying to see if there's any questions. I don't see much going on.
Some requests to have more combat bots. Yes, we'll have
Spark.
ideally yeah, Spark and
Um,
combat crystals on the events at least once per saga. So it should be easier to get more combat characters from events as well as from the free daily ones. What else? So I think it's next week already. We have a combat event where to get some combat chips. So yeah, a good chance to get to increase your collection. Of course, Rattrap is not there yet because they are like the premium ones, but yeah, over time they will be.
some questions about when Beast Wars Ironhide and Cyclam will be added in the game. Like, who knows?
They
Who
did the
knows?
math.
But they look cool.
We haven't actually even.
I don't know. I think the Decepticon bot of this series really cool. Like we had like Ramron looks really cool. And I think Cyclamp will look really cool as well. But
Yeah,
when is he coming? I don't know.
yeah. I think you can bet that they'll be coming because we are trading to something. But it won't be the next bots though, for sure.
Yeah.
That's those bots are gonna be something else, and it's gonna be really cool. But we can't actually reveal them yet because we don't really have. They're not really ready to be showing outside. But they're definitely gonna be interesting characters, and it actually follows the story. Uh, actually, the story is really nice, like how it's actually in this saga because it's actually introduces elements that's gonna be coming in the game. Like we heard about the Transmetal, and we're gonna be showing this in a little bit. Or I don't know if it's a good time to show it now.
Oh yeah, sure. There was another question in the
Oh,
meantime.
okay.
Well, not really. It's a bit unrelated. I'll keep it for later.
Yeah, we can do it later. Just make a note for that. So yeah, as you saw in the story, transmetalization is happening. So we decided, like, how normal bots have the G1 cores, that like we need to give something to Biscop's characters too, because the G1 cores are probably one of the best cores outside Prime cores for individual bots to individually boost their abilities. So we thought that this is a good opportunity. To bring a transmetal course, which will be similar to G1. There will be a change in the textures, though these are gonna go to a bit of extra level, but also will be powering up. So we first have the transmetal core on the silver variety, and this is gonna add a prismatic effect on the bots, which is, I mean, not ideal. I mean, it's not as good as the ones for the gold and the G metal, where it's actually finalized the design. And do you have them, Fabian?
You want to see this one?
Let's, yeah, this one. So that's the gold and G metal version of the core. The texture of the boat changes, and it's more like the transmetal version of the Beastwars character. Of course, we couldn't make exactly the same because some of the transmetal characters actually changed quite a lot. But our artist teams were able to come in kind of in between, because also our base Beastwars characters are kind of transmetal in a way that they have more robotic features than the original Beastwars characters. But yeah, so this is the gold and G metal versions of these cores, which are going to be available first for Primal and T-Rex Megatron. Is going to be give him this new texture skin, but also it's going to give him an upgrade of stats. I don't think we are ready to talk about this yet. I don't know where we are with that, Fabian.
No, we are not ready to talk about it. But expect something, in in the same range as a G1 core.
Yeah.
You know, like how we use G1 core, because G1 cores are bot specific, so we can just like usually try to improve an aspect of the bot that's like very specific to this bot, and that's what we're looking at right now for these two characters. So that's all we can say for now in terms of like what they can do.
Cool. Let's show the other one.
Oh, wait. I thought I had. No, it's there. So yeah, once again, that's the silver one, the kind of like G-metal coating. Yeah.
Oh boy. That's made of nightmares.
And the gold one is that one. So
yeah, it is that one. It's a bit more pronounced than Optimus Primal for this pair of bots. You can really see the difference. It looks quite cool. That red is like nice.
Yeah.
I heard some say audio is not audible.
But it seems to be one person, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the audio might not be audible from the game. That's what they might be saying.
That could be it.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't share the audio because it's usually too loud coming from my device.
So yeah, I think it's the first time we're doing like, I mean, textures. I mean, we had the War for Cybertron once, but again, that's a texture change. But this is the first time we actually went and like we're gonna change the texture of the boats, and it's something we might be like seeing more about it in the future for sure. We want to try to see like how hard it is to do something like that and play around with it. So yeah, they look really good, and they will be coming for some other of the Beast Wars characters. Though yeah, we're not gonna say who who is not gonna get, but you make sure that's probably gonna be lore based. So maybe some characters that already can Transmetal might not get them. Apparently, I'm hard to hear.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Cool. I mean, I put my volume up a bit, so we'll see if that helps it.
The transformation is also pretty cool for that bot. This course Megatron.
I mean, it's really interesting though because we had the discussion with Fabian too. Like some people doesn't like some people don't like the Prismetal version of the Silver Core, but some other people actually love this. And I've seen a few reports of that, and even Fabian was like, I wasn't really certain about if we should do the silver version to be based. So yeah, I mean, whoever likes it, I mean, can always use the silver for some too, so in order to see it. But yeah.
There is quite a lot of question about Beast Wars character being introduced or not soon in the game. We cannot really say anything,
yeah.
but I mean, at this point we're quite predictable with what we're doing. So.
Especially when if you try to do combiners or something, it's really obvious after a point that you might be doing that. So yeah, cool. So that's the Transmetal course. I don't know if there was any other questions on that before moving on.
They were asking about the stats it gives, or I don't know if it's a bit soon to share that, or we can.
Yeah, it's a bit soon.
It's a bit soon. It's gonna be similar, as we said, to G1 in a way that is gonna enhance some part of their other ability, or give them some passive ability, or maybe increase of stats. So it will be similar to other G1 cores. Maybe with some variety. Maybe we'll have I think we might have double kind of bonus. So, but yeah, you will see. We should be able to reveal them in the newsletter, maybe from next week onwards or something.
Yeah, the point is that
question. Oh, sorry.
No, just highlighting that they are not only skins, but they have more about them, as we know with G1. What else?
I don't know. Maybe in the future we can actually give them as skins by itself. So if people want to have a silver or so, they prefer the prismatic one or something, we could maybe release them as just skins. But it's something we need to think in the future.
Yeah, there is a lot of excitement about the Transmetal. That's great.
We had that
So,
idea for a long time. We were just waiting for the good time to
Yeah,
make
and
it
we had the cool
happen.
ideas. I mean, I think the prismatic one was how we originally was planning on doing it, and that's the original implementation. But then we said like it would be interesting to just try to do the skins because Transmetal upgrades are kind of more involved and they change the characters quite a lot. That the prismatic for us was didn't actually feel to be making justice of the Transmetal upgrade. That's why we decided we want to try a texture change. So yeah, it's been actually in development for a while.
they are asking for your background, Yanis. What do you think? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the one
Um,
we did for the 50th year anniversary, and no one is actually wearing the T-shirt, so they haven't actually seen that. But
Yeah.
we should put that on the wiki
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
so people can have
Cool,
it.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll definitely upload it. I think we haven't shared this because I think we do have one which is without the earth because this one kind of I made it myself.
1 second, I coming back. Coming back.
Cool. We lost Hyro. Awesome. Shall we do some more questions? See?
There was a question about: is there a combiner that's specially geared towards raids? Which one
Raids.
would you take? Yeah, which combiner would you take into raids?
I mean, raids considering the amount of defenses, your best bet would be to do the combiners that have a reflection or a stun thing. So my my suggestion would be either Defensor or Victorion, because they both have like Victorian has a really long stun and also
Yeah.
like the reflection. Defensor also has his shield that also reflects but also enhances the defense after the bots after it goes away. Probably also Omega Supreme would probably be good because enhanced speed. But, either of them would probably work really well. If you want a
Maybe
long,
like I would like the hacking ability from Computron and Laukaiserfeder.
I've not actually have the 4 star Advent, so I don't really know about the hacking ability, but I assume, yeah, if he hacks the defenses actually make them work against him, then that's probably gonna be pretty good because Blades it's a really good bot, and all the other hacking bots are really good for raids because of the really big power of some of the buildings.
Yeah, and that hacking is better than Blades, so yeah, it's probably fair good as well.
Mm.
So Victorion, Menazor, Computron, Laukaiser, Defense Abominus are all good choices.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I think they all kind of have their own enhances. I mean, even Optimus Maximus and pretty good. Like they have like the really long stance from the rockets, so they all kind of have. If you can use them, and they will give you some benefit, for sure. Some questions if we are still working on the gun sound effects for fire drive and blowpipe to sound like top heavy.
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I spent some time with that just before a stream, like a couple of weeks, like a couple of months ago, thinking I'm gonna get the question. So I'd say try it again. I'm pretty sure it's done.
There's a question if we are planning to expand the base trial feature so that we can test other alliance member bases. As I said, from the client side, so it is actually possible, but we didn't want to turn it on because you couldn't serve replays of it, so you could not actually, send it to the person you're attacking. Or this is the result of me attacking. But working on Titans, I've been spending more time on that part of the code, so maybe it's more likely to happen in the future because I kind of know a bit more of how replays get created and get uploaded on the server and get sent to people. So potentially we will do something like that in the future. But yeah, I can't promise. There's nothing we're working on at the right moment, but something more likely now than it was before.
There's a question for Haiho. Could you give us more option for the Shining Store, like buying crystal fragments or fragments?
Not really. There are no plans for that, as they have already their own loop, right? You get them from events or the store. And so far, there are many options on the Shanix store. Eventually, we may add stuff. but there are no plans, to be honest, to add fragments there, or both shards would be like a super long shop. It couldn't be possible to implement. And for the crystals, they have the income of crystals from other sources of the game, like participating in events.
Actually, we might need to start showing some stuff on the Titan side because I just saw that we have only 20 minutes left in the stream. So
There was some question, how is the work going on that front?
yeah, so Titans are progressing good. I think we're in a position where we can say like all the stuff we want to do, we've actually done in a kind of a base form, and they are working. But now there's another process where we actually need to go and actually test everything, fix bugs, polish, and then do the design part, which is creating all the new abilities, all the new perks that will be in the Titan Tech tree, and then doing all the testing with the playtesters and the balancing and all that stuff. So there's still quite some time away, but we can definitely show some stuff now. Uh, for the people that would be interesting to see, we can probably show more of the new game mode that where you could be unlocking the spark to upgrade the Titans. So this will be available in the middle of the week. There will be, I think, some cooldown, like elimination mode, around the end of the weekend. In this mode, as I said you before, when we reveal them, you will be doing battles with only just your Titan, so you won't have bringing any other bots or combiners in this battle. The idea is you have kind of a campaign, a small campaign with 5 nodes. In each node is gonna have a number of battles. The first few battles are gonna be PvP battles, so you're gonna be attacking other people's bases, and each node is gonna have an end triptych, an end kind of boss, which is gonna be another Titan that's gonna be you're gonna be fighting against through. So things might go wrong because we're still, as I said, testing it and developing it. I think I kind of fix this to kind of head this down today, but this will give you a good idea of how works. So yeah, there's nothing else. You just go straight into battle, and you got Titan, and he has all his he's gonna be the only mode that the Titan is gonna have all his techniques available. Uh, so you can actually, like a combiner, actually use him to just destroy stuff and annihilate and actually feel like how it feels to just control the Titan himself and just mass things. So this will kind of be a fun thing. But of course, this game mode also has some limitations. Like the more you go up in the nodes, the battles, the bases you're gonna fight are gonna be harder, and you're gonna have only 3 attempts to go through all the way to the end. So especially when you start with a 2-star Titan that you'll be unlocking in the Titan campaign, you might not be able to progress that far into this. But you're gonna have 3 attempts in order to. If you lose like 3 times, then you'll be locked out, and then you're gonna have to wait for next week in order to continue playing with this. But this game mode is kind of meant to be as a way that you can collect the Titan Spark, and you can be able to use this to level up your Titan over time. So it's meant to be something that you can just go in really quickly. It doesn't cost fuel cells. It doesn't use any other currency, so you can just go in with your Titan and go as far as you can. It's during the week, and then when you lose and when you come out, then it will reset itself the next week, and you'll be able to play more. So yeah, so this is gonna be. I mean, nothing is balanced yet. All these abilities that you see is kind of placeholdery. They're not far from the final design on damage or how it behaves, but it's meant to be just kind of. I have my Titan and I'm coming for you. So we kind of develop it to be really quickly, and as you can see, when this finishes, you'll straight away be able to see like, oh, I just defeated the base. I can actually go to the next base, and the next base, and the next base, until you actually get to fight the Titans.
When will this mode be available?
Hmm?
When will the mode be available?
It's gonna be a when or what?
I mean, yeah, no, I think it's about like, is it weekly? Is it?
As I said, like it's gonna be resetting on Monday morning. I think 10 o'clock is the current plan. So after the event finishes, it's gonna be resetting, and it will be available, I think, until Sunday or something. There will be or Saturday. I'm not sure yet. There will be some days because we need kind of to give some period of time so we can actually reset everything on the background. So yeah, but it will be resetting every week. So every week you can actually do it again and again and again.
There was another question that's a little bit related. Are we going to get another campaign? Yes, there will be a campaign that will be happening at the same time as the Titan release for you to unlock the Titan, basically. Yeah.
I'm gonna actually keep going until maybe I can actually fight the Titan, and then we don't even know what's gonna happen. So it's gonna be an interesting one because I haven't actually gone that far. But let's all experience this together.
Is there any reason not to leave it open all the time, meaning you don't shut it down for the weekend?
I mean, theoretically we could leave it like a day away, so just it stops on Sunday. As I said, we need some time to do the to go through and actually make sure it resets correctly. So that's why we can't be like finish Monday morning and then starts on the Monday thing. Like one day, like I mean, you'll be okay for that. Like
You need a
of
buffer
course,
day to calculate the points, attribute the resources, and
yeah, it just needs some time to just be able because it's like on we don't know when the how many. I think the problem is like I guess with the sessions of players we don't know how long a player will be actually playing on game online, and we know some players could actually spend like even a day like log in and not log out, and so we need to make some kind of process of actually resetting all the data that we have stored, like how many strikes or how many attempts you've used. So that's why it will be limited. Uh, People are asking the same for elimination mode. Elimination mode especially cannot be tweaked from the times it actually is using. The reason for being it's actually really sneaky how it uses we can only use a bot once a week. They actually those bots go on a cooldown, uh, and then you need to have a cooldown that actually lasts during elimination mode duration, so they don't actually become available more than once during that week. So, especially for that, elimination mode will only be available the current times, and we can actually move it close because we don't want to go through the pain of going through all the bots that you own and changing all the cooldown times to make it reset when the mode restarts again. So, yeah. But I think like yeah, from Monday to Saturday for this mode, you will be have enough time to enjoy it for sure.
Nice.
Cool. I'm going to show you another base. Maybe come on, we can do it.
Unstoppable.
Any other questions?
not on the Titans, I believe. Do you need to use fuel cells to enter this Titan battle?
As I said, no. No fuel cells. And yeah, you can okay, get 5 Titans. So this is, as I said, this is gonna be the its node is gonna have the end boss battle. It's gonna be PvP. It's gonna be just you versus an enemy Titan, and that Titan is gonna get more powerful as you progress in the nodes. I don't know what's gonna happen now. That's gonna deploy because I've not actually tested this, but hopefully they will be working okay. But otherwise, we're gonna find out. No, the other Titan doesn't attack. Oh wait, it does attack. Cool.
Oh, you're going full Pacific Rim there.
The duel is up. So yeah, the idea is, I guess, when you the first node, we need to improve this mill stuff. It's still at work. The idea is the first node is probably gonna have a equivalent 2-star Titan. So as your Titan is a 2-star early on, you probably will be struggling to finish it, and then it will be a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, all the way to 5-star. So it's gonna get worse as it goes up. It's meant to be in a kind of way that you might need to have leveled and ranked up your Titan all the way to the highest level in order to be able to finish this game mode. But yeah, this is actually it's not balanced because this has like a lot of health, so there's no way I will be able to finish it. But you get the idea. That's it. So that's a small sneak peek of Titan Assault. As you can see here, it tracks my attempt, so that would be one attempt before locking out. And yeah, that's it for Titans for now.
Nice.
There was some question about. Do you want to? It's an unrelated questions, but one I noted in the chat. I don't know if you want to go through it now or.
Go for it.
Yeah, there was some question about like how if we were planning to release more combiners and also like how we choose them and how they happen to be in the game. So what we've done so far, and like, we've tried to just like introduce like G1 characters and like G1 combiners. We also like every year we discuss with Hasbro what's going to be like in the year ahead, what's going to be happening in the Transformer franchise, and we try to also like slot characters so like would be promoted in other ways in animated series and just like to have them in the game around the same time. So like if you kind of get excited about a character coming back to an animated series, like happens at the same time in our game. So this is how we proceed, and that's the reason why we don't consult players as to when the character should come, but we still take like some recommendation. If there's a character you want to see, and we have read the chat today, it's always in our list of suggestions.
It was specific combiners, the question, right? So, too, right?
Yeah.
Combiners are more kind of. We'll go through like bots that we have and bots that's coming in, and then we'll see what fits and what we can actually do. We were pretty lucky, I guess, early on because we were actually okay. We have enough characters for this. We can easily get this combiner down. But now, the more you go into the future, like if we want to do some combiners, we probably will need to start. You'll be able to see it because we might start doing some new like class of bots in repeatable order, so we can actually get them through in a year. But it will be interesting like next year to see what's gonna be the next ones we're gonna do.
There was some question about ability level 11. Yeah, that had to be put on pause, on hold for a while, for a little while. We need to work on the Titans right now. There's also like some content that are coming from this Beast Wars celebration that like gets my attention. So we've put them on hold. We've decided. I'm hoping to get back to them probably in the second half of July, but it's not a hard commitment. Hopefully we'll get back soon and we'll be able to bring some more of that. But yeah, it's probably going to be on hold for another month at least.
Yep. We should do some trivia. Or
Yep.
First of all, do you want to speak about the Nathan and his art? So I can show that.
Yeah, if you can show that. I usually ask Nathan for the trivia in an email, and he answered me that he's been super busy, a lot of work to do with Transformers, and he shared an image. I don't know if you can show it or you are showing. Okay, so, and it's amazing as usual. I mean, Nathan, it's the artist.
This is Nathan Webb. He's the provider of usually our trivia, but also he's a great artist, and it's nice for us to be able to feature some of his art every now and then.
We used to have him on the stream, and there was like a drawing game, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
I mean, it hasn't been that long, but we'll definitely get him back soon to do that. So yeah, so let's go into. Thanks again, Nathan, for the trivia, and
let's go with the trivia then.
One.
Yeah.
So I remind you the rules. Post the reply in the chat wherever you are, and post it with your in-game name, alliance name, and HQ level, so we can find you and send you some freebies. The question one is: the current IDW comic miniseries titled Transformers Escape. What program are the Autobots trying to revive? So what program are the Autobots trying to revive in the current IDW comic miniseries titled Transformers Escape?
In this one, we have the art.
Oh yeah, the art.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, so some program that needs recovering, restarting maybe.
Cool. Have we said what you need to do in order to get your answer, since?
Yeah, we did.
Cool.
Put the answer in the chat, in-game name, alliance name, and HQ level.
Let's repeat the question. In the current IDW comic miniseries titled Transformers Escape. What program are the Autobots trying to revive?
Yep. And yeah, winners. What will happen with winners? They will get a few freebies. We have a special crystal with rewards like spark, shards, and this kind of things. Nice.
Try to do some other questions because I was kind of busy demonstrating the Titans that I haven't actually managed to read most of them.
Not so many questions.
Okay.
We'll be getting more Generation 2 characters outside of Dirtbag.
Possibly, as we go in the future and we run out of G1 characters, it's more than likely.
That happened, yeah. That's why Dirtbag is there a little bit.
There was some Titan questions we missed, like if gonna be used Titan for PvP. Yeah. Any questions for Titans? I think you should probably go and see the previous stream because we actually talk and we showcase a lot of the things that the Titans are gonna bring into the game. Probably would definitely do it again in another stream, but there's so much stuff that I definitely won't have enough time to talk about this now. But if you have any other questions about Titans, the previous stream we saw a video and we actually went through a lot of Q&A and like what they will be doing in offensive and defensive battle. But we'll definitely, when they are closer to be introduced, we'll probably do streams where we're just gonna go through different points of it and we just have like a whole stream talking about them to get people catch up.
And closer to the day, we'll probably have everything in a written form in the newsletter as well. So
yeah, there will be a lot of information for the players. But yeah, there's a lot of questions, but it's a massive feature. There's a lot of elements going around. So have we got winners?
We do have winners. Dale is already ready to send the freebies quite quick. So we have Thunderbolt from Arc Asylum. Also won Burnout Prime from Arc Fusion. And finally, we have, I don't know which one is what, but Logotron Darkness Drive.
Cool. Congratulations, guys.
And the answer? Did we say the answer?
The answer is
no.
the ARC program.
The ARC program, yeah. I thought you choose the winners because it's Arc Asylum, Arc Fusion, and Arc Project.
No, I don't choose the answer. It's all
point
luck.
Yeah, it's high tech technology where we just put our finger on a possible winner, and that's it. Should we do question number 2?
Yep.
Yeah. The Shattered Glass. Should I?
Go for it. Go for it.
The Shattered Glass Heroic Starscream is currently on pre-order, though. No, I start again. The Shattered Glass Heroic Starscream is currently on pre-order through Hasbro Pulse. But which famous Autobots color scheme does Starscream sport? The Shattered Glass Heroic Starscream is currently on pre-order through Hasbro Pulse. But which famous Autobots color scheme does Starscream sport?
I really like the Shattered Glass. The whole idea.
Did we talk about Shattered Glass and skin the same stream? See the coincidence?
We're always hinting or opening doors to possibilities.
There's a lot of possibilities in this game, for sure.
The lore is very rich.
It's just a matter of time and implementation, make it feel right, I think, for the lore, and that's what we always try to do.
Yeah. It's a matter of time we implement My Little Pony in the game, so.
Says you.
Yeah, that's not happening. Don't worry.
Cool.
Yeah. That reminds me a question. There was a question about adding human characters as combat bots. Our usual answer that would fit also for the ponies is that they will get splatted or something. Like they will be too little. And so yeah, no plan for that.
Some questions if we're ever gonna have a third research slot for bots. I think in the future is highly likely. Like we do have some plans to speed up some of the early part of the game. And this is something we're gonna be probably looking for about unlocking a third research slot too. There's probably some other things happening near that point to allow people to catch up quicker to the higher levels. But it's a bit really early to start discussing something. But we are investigating some options, and I think for sure adding an extra research slot is something we're gonna be actively looking. We have the winners, so
We have a picture for it if you want to show it.
we do have a picture for it. So yeah, that's him. That's the new
Starscream
Starscream.
with Jetfire Scholar. That's quite obvious when you see the picture. And the winners are Dazatron from Autobots UK. We have also Megatron with a 7 for the T from the Alliance Cyber Phoenix. And finally, we have Silverbolt 94 from the Alliance CFD Morphs. Congratulations to you guys.
Congratulations all. And I think that's nearly all the time we had for this stream.
Interesting one.
Yeah, it was an interesting one. We saw the new combat bots, Rattrap and Vertebreak.
Yeah, get them this weekend. There will be a challenge battle for you to try them out. Yeah, we hope we made them quite powerful and you'll enjoy them. We've also shown the Transmetal Power Core for Optimus Primal and Megatron. They will be available soon. We've shown them in the showroom. We'll probably share some more on them and their stats and what they do and how they improve the bots next week in the newsletter. So keep an eye on that.
Cool. We also saw a little bit of some of the Titan stuff, but then not the big details. But we did saw the new game mode Titan Assault that's gonna come with the Titans. We did a lot of Q&A, so hopefully we managed to answer some of your questions. We didn't have as much time though. Thanks for joining us, and we probably will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks, guys.
Time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.